Hey everybody, Tom Olson here, and we are back again with question number 17 from the 30 Days to Good Success Journey. I really have gotten a lot of feedback and a lot of people that are really liking these videos that have already watched them and getting a lot of feedback from people. Maybe helping me make these better, but also getting a lot of feedback saying how much they've enjoyed them and how much it's been an encouragement to them. And a lot of work and effort has gone into this in order to be able to make this happen. Think about doing 30, 10 to 15 minute videos and making them you might not think it's a lot of work, but trust me, I can promise you it's a lot of work. And then sending it to the editors to make sure that they get edited properly so people can watch them and all those little details that need to happen in order to make it so it's available to you. Those are kind of disciplines in my life that I've had to be able to put in place in order to be able to reach my goals. And I hope that you will take that and be like, hey, I'm going to learn from Tom and I'm going to follow his example and I'm going to be disciplined myself as well. So question number 16 was, what is your potential in your purpose this year? What are your goals? And we kind of started getting into the discipline part of it. I'm going to kind of start with this quote that's actually listed in number 16. And it says, if you're not improving, you are falling behind. And my good friend Darren Hardy said that, and I love that quote. Love his books. Been a mentor of mine for a long time. I love Darren, and he's amazing. But if you're not improving, you are falling behind. So think about that when it comes to money, for instance. So, if you know about the U.S. dollar, if most of you guys are in the United States. If you're not, your currency is the same at some point. But just let's think about the U.S. dollar. And the U.S. dollar is losing value every day. People might think, things cost more. How much did a candy bar cost in 1920? Probably like 5 cents, right? How much does a candy bar cost today? $1, $2, who knows? You got people selling them on the street corner for $5. You go to the airport and you might pay $5 for a candy bar. Who knows? It's kind of gotten ridiculous. But our money is being devalued every single day. So if I had 5 cents in 1920 and I could buy a candy bar, if I didn't improve that, if I just kept it, if I took that 5 cents and I buried it in the ground and I brought it out today and I said, oh, I still got my 5 cents, and I went down to the store and I said, I'm going to buy myself a candy bar, guess what? I lost ground. And that's the way to think about it when you hear that quote. So if you're not improving, if you're not growing, you are falling behind. So everything is constantly moving with or without you. We have a statement that attaches to one of our core values, growth. And it is, if you are not, and this is a very famous, I don't know if anybody specifically has the rights to this because it's been said so many times, but if you're not growing, you're dying. So think about that. If you're not getting better every day, if you're not putting in the hard work, if you're not being disciplined, you're actually losing. So every time you're not gaining, you're losing. There is no such thing as just staying stagnant in life and staying stagnant in business. So in order to reach our potential, we have got to put in disciplines. Something back to Darren Hardy, and one of the favorite books that I have, which is actually, we're going to talk about that in the next chapter about reading, is The Compound Effect. And it basically talks about the concept of, it's not what you do one time that matters. It's what you do over and over and over and over again. And in business, I believe this is paramount. This is one of the most important concepts in business, from what I have seen in my experience and what I've been able to teach people and what I've seen in my own businesses as well. It's not the things that you do amazing or great one time. It's the things that you do consistently over and over and over again. It's not, saying no to pizza one day or saying no to all the junk food one day. It's saying no to the junk food for a long period of time. It's not going to the gym and working really hard, working out for 2 hours and just nailing it. That's not what it's going to get you to have the body or be as healthy as you want to be. It is constantly. It's the grind. It's every single day. It's the discipline and the momentum that is created from that discipline. And our companies get to a point in which things just start to go and work on them by themselves, almost to a certain degree. You always need management. You always need people to make sure that we stay on the rails and on the track. But if you think about a locomotive, if you think about a train, a train when it's stopped, It takes a lot of motion to get that thing, just those wheels just to start turning and just to start moving. But once it has momentum, once it's moving at a super fast pace, it can just barrel through a super thick brick wall going 60 miles an hour with pretty much no problem. Now, it still needs rails. It still needs a process. It still needs people and management to kind of, determine how fast that thing is going to go and we got to be careful of that in business, not to go too fast and not to, just keep doing more and more new things. But we've got to get our processes and get our disciplines going. And when this one's going on automatic, okay, now we can go and now we can start a new process, or for me, maybe a new business or a new business model or whatever that is for you. For us, we started a local mastermind. We had the national mind going, and it's kind of going by itself to a certain degree, but we started this local mastermind because we wanted to be able to offer the mastermind concept in a one-day format, and in a way for people to be able to also have local masterminds all around the country, and then have that national mind to kind of look up to as something that they wanted to rise up to and to be able to be a part of at someday. We have the Community Go-Giver event each year where people can come and they can be a part of using real estate to have a positive impact on their community, and also having an opportunity to give to those community go-givers and those efforts that are in the different communities. What habit, back to question number 17, I better put it up here because I haven't put it up here yet. So what habit or discipline do you need to start today? It's all in your habits. Your habits, your disciplines, the things that you do every day in your business, in your life, is what's really going to matter. And it's okay if you want to put some personal things on here as well as some business ones. I recommend them. So maybe you need to start doing business meetings. For us, a level 10 meeting, EOS, Traction, the book Traction, and EOS, we use that in our businesses. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to have that discipline in my life. I need to have that meeting every single week that's going to kind of get me on the same page. I think going farther than that, maybe you need to start a morning huddle. So many of our companies here do a morning huddle every single morning, and they just want to know, hey, how was your day yesterday? What went well? What didn't go well? What do you need help with? Or the other 3 questions that you could be asking each other each day is, this was what you were supposed to get done yesterday. How much of that did you get done, and how much of it didn't you get done? And why didn't you get the stuff done that you didn't get done? And what do you need from me? Maybe you need materials from me. Maybe you need an answer from me or a decision. So those daily huddles are something that you need to implement as a daily discipline in your business. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's you need to work out and go to the gym 5 days a week or 7 days a week or 3 days a week or whatever that is for you. Maybe you need to pray more. I think we all could pray more. Maybe we need to be more disciplined in our scripture reading, or maybe you need to read more. Maybe you need to be more disciplined on making sure that you're tracking your numbers, or maybe you need to be more disciplined on reviewing those numbers and diving into them and trying to figure out where you're making money, where you're losing money, and how you can improve that on a more consistent basis. What I'm going to tell you is, at the end of the day, you have 2 choices. That's it. You can either have excuses or you can have results. And I'm just going to tell you the way to get results is by discipline. It's by habit. It's not by the get rich quick. It's not by the, if you just buy my course, you're going to be successful. I'm not the person to tell you that. I will never tell you that. What I will tell you is, if you'll buy the 30 days and you'll actually do the work and you'll be disciplined and you'll put in the hard work, that is what's going to make you successful. If you will actually put in the work, if you'll make momentum happen in your life and in your business today. So think ahead. Tomorrow is going to be about reading, and so think about the books that you've read. I think maybe reading is one of those disciplines that you need to have. So we're going to go to page number 96 in your workbook. So and I just want you to answer these questions. So what habit or discipline do you need to start today? Answer that question. What do you need to start in your life right now? This isn't something I'm going to start. Maybe I'm thinking about it, in 5 years when I get around to it. This is, hey, today I'm starting this right now. This is where the rubber meets the road. I'm going to grow up. I'm going to have some gumption. I am going to, there's many words that I'm thinking about right now I'm not going to say, but I am going to grow up. I'm going to be more mature. And this is a sign of maturity. Maturity shows discipline. It proves discipline. Discipline proves the fact that somebody's mature. When I see somebody showing up to work and they're disciplined about it, that proves to me that person's more mature. When somebody expects something from me before they've put in the hard work, that's very immature, kind of a mindset. So ask those 3 questions. What can or should you change in your life right now? So write those things down. And then leave the following question blank until you finish today's exercise. What habit or discipline will you start today? So these are 3 things that, hey, I know I got to get going on them. If I don't get going on them, maybe they haven't been urgent for me for a while, but now, hey, it's getting to the point where I have to get this done. I'm going to make it a priority. I'm going to start living life on purpose and intentional. So what actions are you going to take for each one of those things? And what immediate impact do you think this will have on your business or on your personal life? Maybe it's relationships. Maybe you need to be more disciplined on having a date with your wife. Maybe you need to be more disciplined on, one of the disciplines that I've tried to put in my life is telling somebody that I'm thankful for them in an on purpose matter. Not just, hey, thank you for opening the door. Not being a reactive, thankful person, but being proactive and thinking about somebody in my life, maybe making a list of 100, 200 people that I'm really thankful for, and just making that a process where every day I go through somebody and I check that off and I send them a text message and I say, hey, I'm thankful for you. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for challenging me. Thank you for being there for me and encouraging me and being there for me, or being my friend, or doing whatever it is that they do for you. So what immediate impact is this action going to take? So write down your action. You've already written down with the 3 things that need to change in your life. What actions or disciplines are you going to actually make? What impact is that going to have? And how does this align with your purpose? And how does this align with your ideal priorities and how you've organized your life? I think those are really important questions. Then kind of go back to this final answer, what habit or discipline can you start today? So once you've done this with all 3 on page 96, go back and say, hey, this one is the one I'm starting today. And these are the things that I'm going to do today to actually start this habit. I'm going to make it a habit. I'm going to do it for, give yourself a timeline. I'm committed to doing this for at least 30 days or at least 90 days or all year this year. I'm going to commit to doing this thing right here. And this is the action it's going to have. And this is the impact it's going to have on my life or maybe somebody else's life. Think about that. What impact do you really want to have in somebody's life? Who are you going to help today? Who were you created to help? Who is going to end up living their life thanking God that you lived yours is really what this is all about. And that's the kind of success that I believe matters. Not just, again, having a bunch of money or having things. It's not about what you have. That's part of what I'm trying to get across in the whole message for good success is it's not about what you have. Too many people out there think it's all about what you have. It's not about what you have. It's about what you do with what you have that really matters. So think about that today. Think about have the right success. I hope you have the right kind of success today. We all have to push our pride down and push our fear down and really get ourselves out of that God seat in our life. And we've got to say, hey, and be submissive to our Creator. And we all got to say, hey, today I'm going to push down pride and I'm going to push down fear. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to put in the hard work that it's going to take to be able to reach the potential in my purpose this year and today. So make it happen. You can do it. You can make it happen. You can put those disciplines in your life. And in a year from now, in 2 years from now, in 3 years from now, you will see the results 3 or 4 or 5 years from now. You can only have results or excuses, but you can't have both. And the way to get to those results is by putting disciplines in your life. So that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow when we talk about question number 18 for the 30 days to good success. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a good success day.